Welcome to the last episode of 2024. I'm very excited to be setting my intentions, and I thought, why not share my process with you? Because all I do is talk about the self concept, how you see yourself, how others see you, and kind of what you focus on. That is how you give shape to your life, right? So we can use this as a tool. I'm going to be asking you some questions that you can ask yourself to really get clear and crystallize this version of you that you want to be in 2025. I've been doing this for years. I also make a vision board, which is so fun. I updated it a few weeks ago, maybe like last month or something. And this vision board just gives me life. It's like these pictures that inspire me to become that version that I really want to be. Like what is on it makes me happy. It helps me focus on my goals. Like I'm looking at it from here. I see like me creating more art, reading more. I have some interior design pictures, which I like in a month. I already gave my room a makeover, and so I already manifested that. Like the different colors and stuff. It's so cute now. Lately, I've not been eating the best in the morning, so like something yummy for breakfast is on there. I've been doing better. Money, fun times with friends. I have so many exciting things on there, and just looking at it makes me really excited for the next year and whatever I can do. Like I already manifested 2 things, maybe even 3 things on that vision board, so it's going pretty well. And so a visual representation of what you want to focus on can really help you, remind you, and put your RAS at work. I talk a lot about this whole concept. It's about the self-concept. I think it's episode 24 or something around that. It's called the self-concept. So if you want to listen to it, I will link it in the show notes. But basically, it is a part of your brain that reflects to you what you're focused on. So if you want, for example, a new car and you know what kind of car you want, you will see it instantly like all around you because you've given the RAS the task to focus on that type of car. It's just kind of like what you want to focus on will be reflected back to you. So if you do this through vision boarding, like these pictures that kind of show you like what you want, you will start to see that around you. So you will see opportunities. You will see other people already having it, which can make you jealous, but it can also help you to feel really excited about the possibility. And seeing other people have it makes it more real and accessible for you as well. I hope that you have been enjoying the visualization. There is this future you visualization where I share the exact visualization that I do to manifest what it is that I want. And it's so fun to feel how you want to be feeling if you have the things that you want right now. Most of the time we are in a waiting period and we can feel frustrated because we don't have it yet. But when you do that visualization, it doesn't only help you attract it because you get used to feeling those feelings already, which makes you prepared to receive it, but it also is really fun to already feel it while you are waiting. Because we don't want things just to have them. We want things because of the feeling that it will give us. So you can already start feeling how you want to be feeling right now and then manifest it because of that and just not wait. Anyway, I was not expecting to be recommending old episodes, but they're there. You can still listen to them. I think they're really powerful. So self-concept and future you visualization are really helpful to change the self-concept, to attract what it is that you want. But let's do it for 2025. I will be asking you some questions that you can ask yourself. And these questions can go really deep, but it's like however deep you want to go, right? So feel which questions resonate with you. If you have difficulty answering some of these questions, or you feel like, ugh, that's a lot of work, or I really don't know, I would recommend sticking with those because those are the questions that you might like need to ask yourself because you've been feeling resistance towards it, right? For example, I had just let my birth chart be read, like astrology, and there were things, like I asked a question about my past, and so a lot of past themes came up, which was very like confronting because I realized that some things I had not been like looking at, and I recognized that because I wasn't asking myself those important questions. And yes, we have to stay focused on the future, but sometimes getting into the past and doing like that shadow work to see what is still kind of bothering us right now because we might have not been looking at it. That can help you get a lot of clarity around like why some things aren't working or what you actually want. Sometimes we kind of just ignore those things, right? So we don't have to look at them. So I'm going to ask you some questions. You can see how deep you want to get into them, but I would recommend like getting into all of them because they're really good questions. And then also setting our intentions together so you can manifest a glorious 2025. But before we do that, I wanted to give you a little bit of a theme for 2025. As some of you know, I'm psychic, so I can pick up on the energies, and I've been feeling into the energy of 2025. And it's been feeling very different from other years. Of course, like every year is a new year and different things happen, right? But as so many things are going on with the wars, with political systems, for me, like the past 3 months, I've been kind of in an in-between phase. I've had to ask myself a lot of questions, and there was a lot of not knowing. I feel like 2025 is going to bring a new version of us to the table that is more authentic. I think that in political systems, within how we show up for others, but also for ourselves, and in our work, in relationships, I feel like we are definitely going to have to let go of a lot of ego stuff. And because we cannot like move forward with these masks on, it's going to get harder and harder. And so I feel like there will be a lot of letting go of things that are not really us, because that just does not work anymore. So like maybe physically something happens and it just doesn't work anymore. Maybe like something from the outside makes it like not work anymore. Or you just feel very suppressed, or like you cannot really be yourself in that space. So I feel like we are going to clear out people, places, things, work, whatever, to create space for new things. I know that I've been doing that for the last 3 months as well. And I feel like that's going to continue in 2025. So if that's not really been a theme in your life, it could very well be that that is the case. But that only gets us in a position of empowerment, of knowing what is right for us, right? If you clear out what doesn't resonate, you make space for what does. And I think that what does resonate with us is going to be very clear. I feel that this new year is very empowering in the sense that we know what we need, or we will figure it out by trial and error, right? The contrast is showing us what we don't want, so we know what we do want. And I also feel like it's going to be easier to uncover what is for you. And it all has to do with shedding layers, right? Everything that doesn't really feel like us is going to dissolve and kind of peel back these layers of us that helps us get to the core of who we really are, what we really want to do. I feel like for some of us, there are going to be really big changes that we've been waiting for, that we were not ready for. And now that we're clearing out the old, while we are taking a really honest look at our ego, our masks, and letting more of that stuff go, I feel like because we're moving out of that old space, we are more ready for these changes to come, that put us in a new position that is more like real to us. So it might be that certain wishes come true, like manifestations coming into your life that you've been wanting to manifest for a long time. I also feel like new opportunities will come in, maybe opportunities that you don't even know that you want, but because you are making space, like you can see that you have different desires now and you need different things, and then the opportunities that will accompany those desires will come into your life. So it will match better to who you are now. I think that is mostly the theme. Like, we are in a very different time now, and so you're recognizing who you were and learning more about who you are right now and what fits that version of you. So change is going to be a very big subject for a lot of us. But it's only because it's going to bring in things that better fit us. I also see rest being a big theme for all of us. Changes can bring a lot of chaos as well, and integrating and having to get used to new environments, people, like that takes a lot of us, right? So I would recommend being careful how you spend your energy, and also making sure that you create those pockets of rest within your week, within your day, making it a priority, especially if you are changing a lot, because otherwise it's just going to fly by and you're kind of forgetting yourself within all that you need to process, right? If we cannot process, we burn out, we get overstimulated. That's not what we want. So I feel like rest, besides change, is also going to be a big theme. And it might be that you have been in this process of letting go already and getting to know yourself on a deeper level, and having to go through these changes a lot. That might mean that you right now already know that you need rest. Maybe you already feel burned out. Maybe you have not been paying attention to how you spend your energy, right? And so that is going to be a big theme for you, to build yourself up again. So it could also manifest in that way. And that's kind of the energy that I'm getting for 2025. I feel like there is a lot more that we can cover, but I just would really love to get into the setting the intention and asking you some important questions. So I hope that you're ready. If you want to share more about what you're excited for 2025, please let us know. And if you want to share your intentions also, I know that Spotify has that function to answer questions. Please let me know, and know that typing your intention out and sharing it with us also helps you to really set a powerful intention, because more people read it, more people can see it, and that kind of amplifies the intention. Okay, so intention setting is super easy. It's just deciding that you want something and how you want something. So that is what we are going to uncover when asking these questions. So like I said, I feel like change is going to be a big theme. And I also feel like life is going to speed up for a lot of us, especially around spring. So I want you to think about, what if life speeds up like so much that you just get what you want? What if it will come in hot, it will like start right now? Are you ready? Are you prepared? Are you the person that you need to be in order to fully step into that manifestation? Chances are that you kind of feel a little panicky about that. Maybe not if you've been working on it, you've been visualizing and, doing the work already becoming that person. But if not, if you do feel a little bit panicky, who do you need to step into? Like, what do you need to do? Or what habits do you need? What people do you need to talk to? What mindset work do you need to do in order to feel comfortable receiving what it is that you want? If you would get it like in 2 hours, what will you need to do in order to feel comfortable receiving that? Who do you need to be? And I would love it for you if you paused the podcast and just wrote it out. But as I said, you can get as deep into this as you want. It's just fun to read back what you wrote for next year. That's what I do, at least. So like I said, it's going to speed up. You are going to need to be this version of you to really receive it. Okay, so you've got that down. So what do you need in order to maintain it and to grow into it? For example, if it's a new role at your work that you gotten the promotion that you really wanted. If that happens and you get it and you are ready for that, what do you need to maintain it? For example, that rest that I mentioned. Or is it like maybe you really come back to yourself when you go into nature, or when you talk to certain people? Or maybe you've been so focused on work that you've kind of forgotten your friends, like your social circle. Maybe you like really get the energy of hosting dinner parties or whatever. So what do you need to maintain it to still be a happy human being, to still have that energy, that spark? And maybe you need to try a new class, do something new, or explore somewhere. Maybe you want to learn a new skill. Maybe you need that skill in order to maintain it, right? So what do you need to maintain it? Okay, so then what do you need to let go? What does not serve this new phase of your life that you're now getting ready for? If you already had it, what do you know that you actually don't need? Who is that version of you that already has it, and are they like not doing, or what did they let go of? Okay, so now picture that person already receiving what it is that they really wanted, having fun, feeling balanced, having those habits in place that they need to maintain it, and just being free of those burdens that they've let go so they can really thrive. How does it feel to be that person right now? Just step into it, just imagine it. How would they feel? How would they walk around? How would they talk to other people? Can you create a clear picture of that? So that is for the energy of 2025. But what do we want to create in 2025? So we've accepted this new version of ourselves that has manifested what we wanted. But now, what do we want after that? And this can stretch you, because maybe you're like, yeah, I wanted this, now I'm really happy, I don't need anything else. That's perfectly fine. But if everything was possible, what else do you want? It gets to be even better. One of my favorite quotes is the better it gets, the better it gets. Because it gets to be even better. So how would your 2025 look like if the better is getting even better? So some ideas that I have for you is are you taking a certain trip with friends or family? Are you finally going to create that thing that you've been thinking about? Maybe the book, maybe the business, maybe something else creatively. Are you going to transform maybe your look or your interior? Or you want to try something new when it comes to your living situation? Maybe you want to work from home. Maybe you want to own a camper van and drive around and work remotely. Do you want to learn a new skill? What kind of relationships do you want to have in 2025? What does that look like? What are the traits and qualities of these people? How do you feel when you are around them? And so I want you to write down as many things that you would love to experience in 2025. Remember, it's not about having the thing. A new car is really cool and all, but it's about you feeling comfortable in the vehicle, about playing your own music, getting sooner from A to B, and just feeling proud when you step into your car because it looks really good, right? It's not about having the thing, it's about experiencing what that would feel like. So how do you want to feel in 2025? Maybe in 2024 some things happened that made you feel not so great, and how would you like to feel instead in 2025? What are those feelings? You can get really specific with this. So maybe you want more clarity, maybe you want to trust more. Maybe you want to surrender more and just let the universe guide you more. Let your heart guide you more. Maybe you want to have more time with friends and family or your partner to really feel supported, to feel like you belong. Maybe you want to attract new clients. Maybe you want to work together with someone to really feel like they've got your back and you're building something beautiful. Or you have a sense of purpose. I could go on and on and on giving you examples, but that's not what it's about. It's about what makes your heart light up. What is it that you really need, right? And that's what I always try to focus on, because it's not about me, it's about you. Everyone's life is different. We all need different things, right? So what do you really need? What do you really want? And while you're thinking about this, and maybe pause if you want to work on this a little bit more, which I definitely recommend, you can go back next year and see like what you wrote down and what you manifested. I want you to look back on 2024 and 2023. Have you been giving yourself enough credit? Can you see how much growth you've been going through? And like I said, we are going to shed some more layers of what doesn't resonate with us. But this has been a process that has started like way before this next year. Like you've been doing that for a while now, right? So can you look at the changes that you've made, the growth that you've been going through, even if it's like most of it was internal. Like you learned about yourself, you changed your habit, you know what triggers you, and you are maybe been working on feeling your feelings more and letting go of the petty drama, for example, or maybe you learned how to step up for yourself more. Can you look at the growth that you've been going through and the person that you have become? And I want you to apply that on realizing that the same thing can happen next year, and you are going to be doing the same next year. And because you are now asking yourself these questions, it can be very intentional, this growth. You know that what you want to work on, you know who you want to become, and so it will be easier because you have now given your areas, your reticular activating system, a task. And so this is the intention that you are setting. You're saying to yourself and your subconscious mind and the universe, this is the growth that we want to make. And so that's it. It's that easy. It's you saying, I know that I want this, I know that I deserve this, and let's focus on it. So I hope this really helped. I would love to hear some of your answers if you want to share. Like I said, it amplifies it if you share it with others. And I hope that you have a beautiful holiday season. And I will speak to you guys in 2025. I'm not sure when, because I have been going through these letting goes and changes and questionings as well. And so things are changing around here as well with Date Yourself. I don't know what it will look like, so I'm not going to make any promises, but I do want you to know that I will be taking a break and I will be back when I will be back. I will miss you guys. I love you guys. Thank you so much for listening to Date Yourself, this episode as well. And may all your intentions and manifestations come true in 2025. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day or evening, and I hope to speak to you soon. Bye.